come to fruition. For centuries, invention was limited to those who had access to the means of production and access to labor. Today, you can simply create and present your ideas online. Granted, if it's that easy for you, it's that easy for everyone. Having your content discovered, let alone appreciated, is not guaranteed. There continues to be innovation that will help new and interesting content come to the surface. But even as a work in progress, it's better than the old world of gatekeepers. If there isn't a platform for something yet, chances are someone will build it, soon. The ruthless, fickle, and particular users of the World Wide Web have created the most competitive marketplace of ideas the world has ever seen. You either make something people want, or people move on. Global connectivity isn't just changing the way we do business, it's changing the way we think of value. More than ever, we as individuals have the opportunity to put our ideas into practice without the implicit or material support of traditional communities, industries, and governments. Now any individual, an undergrad at UVA, a comedian from Austin with cerebral palsy, a farmer in Missouri, or a public school teacher from the Bronx, can transform the way we all live. As value creation shifts from well-connected MBAs to the innovators themselves, so does wealth creation. Whatever you think of the world's youngest billionaires, Mark Zuckerberg and his Facebook crew, they're just the beginning. The Forbes list of richest people, or its future equivalent, is going to have far fewer business people and far more creators on it. If this seems obvious to you, great. I will be your Sacagawea-like guide as we meet scores of pioneers in their fields. If this sounds crazy, and maybe even a bit shocking, even better. So here's how it's going to go. I'll spend the first part of this audiobook describing my own experiences as a startup founder. You'll learn how I ended up getting involved in all this, how Steve Huffman and I took a failed application to Y Combinator and turned it into Reddit, one of the 50 most popular websites in the world. You'll hear about the early days of a travel search engine that had no business being in business with entrenched incumbents. But we started it anyway, because we were so damn frustrated. Then, in the second part of the audiobook, I'll break it all down so you can do it too. Everything from taking that great idea you had last night over drinks, to closing that first round of funding that'll let you quit your job and turn that cocktail concoction into a real business. The third part of the audiobook covers just about everything else you could aspire to do online. Whether you want to embrace the internet for fun, profit, or the good of humankind, or all or any of the above, this audiobook has you covered. There's a unifying message here. The internet is already doing awesome things, and it's just in its infancy. No one knows what's coming, but we're certain that the status quo is due for some serious disruption, and that it's up to the innovators to push us forward. And that's where you come in. I say this not just as an observer, but as an active participant. I'm a serial entrepreneur, investor, and advisor. I grew up online, and now the internet is how I make my living. It went from being my babysitter to being my boss. It's been good to me, and it's good for everyone else too. Yes, incumbents, even you. That's because the internet helps people help themselves. It's no surprise to me that the internet freedom movement has been so successful here in the United States, given that this core message of entrepreneurship is so baked into the founding of our country. Now the platform is connecting us as never before, enabling and empowering innovation that simply wasn't possible because the markets governed by supply and demand never met the need for it so efficiently. Listen to this audiobook to find out how to chart your own course or to avoid becoming obsolete. I'll share everything that's worked and a few things that have failed spectacularly. Above all, I hope you'll carry this blueprint and the optimism inherent in it with you long after you've put this audiobook down. It's vital that we preserve a level playing field, not just to keep my audiobook relevant, but also for the sake of human progress, which is more important. Nations are making decisions in the coming years about the internet that will significantly affect the trajectory we'll take politically, economically, and socially. I'm reading this audiobook to inspire as much as to inform. The internet has tremendous potential for anyone who works with it. I want to lionize the efforts of some of the innovators who've benefited from this new medium and inspire others to join them in creating something themselves. Generations X and Y were raised to believe that they could be and do anything they wanted. I never did become a professional football player, but when